Alright, so it's October 30th. We're about 1:30 in the afternoon. We had another heavy rainstorm last night. Lake is very, very, very high. I've lived down here since '08. I've never seen it this high. So I'm going to do a little video tour and show what kind of flooding we have from the lake right now. Now the rain is somewhat subsided. It wasn't raining at 5:30 when I got up in the morning. But we're expecting to get some more rain, and we had quite a bit of rainfall earlier in the week that caused a bunch of flooding as well. So this is just a accumulation of lots of rain. So you can see how high the water is. Normally there's, I'd say, a good couple feet of space underneath these docks before you hit the water. These hoists and the shoreline here. This is Danny's hoist. And there's usually 2 to 3 feet from the edge of his platform there before you hit the water. Coming down to Asshole Point. This morning this was underwater. I would only assume that it still is. Yep, it still is underwater. I've never ever seen water this high where the whole entire point is underwater. Alright, I'm going to pause the video until I have more to show you. Alright, so as you can see, at some point last night, the creek did come up over again on Bellevue. I didn't see it come up and over, I was sleeping. It was very late last night, I guess. John and Morgan's yard got flooded again. Creek now is, you know, running normal level, not even raging. So we're coming into the park area. Our point where the creek exits looks like it's pretty much underwater as well. I mean, there's still a point there, but most of it's underwater. And this is our beach and boat launch. Let's see, the creek is full. I'm stopping it out here. We have no beach. This usually goes down for another, I'd say, 15-20 feet before it reaches the water. So it's up on land that far. The creek exits out over there. But as you can see, the creek overflowed over this way. The creek is flowing, but you saw how it was flowing earlier when we came across Bellevue. But it's really got nowhere to go. It's all part of the lake now. This is just nuts. I can't believe with all the debris and everything else on the lake, there's a boat way out there. Hauling ass across the lake. Alright. I'm going to pause until we get new scenery. Alright, so we're heading back down Rochester at Rochester Rugby. This is common for the washout in the road. Water gets running down Rugby and just washes everything out down into the park here. And it's still flowing pretty good. Again, you can see from this angle the lake is still pretty high as well. You can see the boat right there. That's pushed up in against the canopy. And it's floating. This is our neighbor's dock. The dock sections there, we went in and recovered them this morning, but we couldn't get very many of them. Most of them were already gone. Our stuff's right here. We already pulled it a few weeks ago. This is where our stuff normally goes. The lake's probably a good 2-3 feet high here. It's actually gotten higher because this morning that dock with the motor sitting in the water from the hoist, that motor was not in the water, so it's still rising. Everybody's stuff down through here is half in the water. Lake's calm right now, so that's good. If it wasn't calm, it was windy and we had waves. This would be doing a lot of shore damage and flowing a lot of shit all over the place. This dock's completely underwater. These docks and hoists are, well, they're pretty well submerged as well. A couple more hoists in the water still. Debris floating everywhere. Alright, now we're down at the south end of the track here. See lots of debris. Some rain and water and everything else flooding down over through here. guy's motor's almost in the water. Really glad we pulled out a couple weeks early this year. Some more dock sections floating and in the water. Hoist almost underwater. The dock's coming apart. Alright, I think that'll conclude our tour.